Hello everyone! Hi, how's everybody doing? Welcome to another edition of Paul's Cinema Picks of the Week. And I'm your host, Paul Westbrook. Excuse me while I have a water. Okay, today's movies we're going to be talking about. Mother's Day is coming up, I believe. I think it's supposed to be coming up soon. And I've got some movies here that I'm going to be talking about that have to do with mums. And some of the mums in these movies aren't exactly very nice in this one. Yeah, I was fortunate. I had a lovely mum myself, and she passed, and we still miss her to this day. My sister and I do. And her name was Linda Baker, and we still miss her to this day. But we love you, Mom, and this one's dedicated to all the mums out there that are actually enjoying the upcoming Mother's Day. So let's get to the movies. Our first movie is one of the more famous, well-known films of its time. It was called Mommy Dearest. And this was made in 1981. It starred Faye Dunaway as Hollywood actress Joan Crawford. And it's based on the book by her daughter, Christina Crawford, where she talks about her mother and what it was like growing up as the adopted daughter of Joan Crawford. And this movie has also been accused of a few inaccuracies. Like, some people have said that Joan wasn't as mean and nasty as she's depicted in the film here. Because in this film, she basically plays a very bitchy young lady, bitchy woman who abuses her daughter at every turn. And like cutting her hair, and the famous no wire hanger scene where she's like, no wire hangers! And scenes like that. And a lot of people said that Faye Dunaway played the part of Joan over the top, and it was very campy. But if you like Hollywood bios and you like to have an idea about what the Hollywood system was like at the time, as well as what a lot of the stars were like in Hollywood at the time, then check out Mommy Dearest if you can find it in a store. And a lot of stores might not have it, so you might have to order it on Amazon, or you order it on eBay or online, which a lot of people are doing now for movies. But yeah, Mommy Dearest is one of the first movies that I saw personally that had to deal with a mom that wasn't so nice, but the film is really good. Like, the acting is superb. And even if Faye Dunaway was campy, I still think it's better than some of the actresses that are playing in films today. And I really thought that she really captured a bit about the look of what Joan Crawford looked like, and how big a movie star she was at the time. But anyway, when you can, find Mommy Dearest, check it out, and let us know in your comments or whatever what you think of it. And I'd be very interested to hear what some of you guys thought about Mommy Dearest as well. The second movie I have here is Jennifer Lawrence and Javier Bardem. I can't really pronounce his name. I'm sure that somebody can write in the comment section and tell me what his name actually is. So I'll just say Javier Bardem. I'll just say it like that. And I really don't know what this movie is about. It's almost like I describe it as a surrealistic type nightmare. Like when you're going to bed at night and you have like a nightmare. And a nightmare is just a bunch of out of sequence events that happen, but in a very frightening way. And Jennifer Lawrence plays, you can't say she really plays somebody because the person's not named. So she's just the mother figure. And then Javier Bardem, he's like he's her husband, and the events just play out one after the other. Like, this couple come to their house, and then it just escalates from there. It's very hard to really say what the movie is. You really have to watch it. I stress that you have to pay attention to what's going on at all times. Like, you cannot leave the screen to go get your snacks or anything. You have to sit and you have to watch this, because the movie really plays with your mind. It toys with your mind, and at the end of the movie, you could even be left with more questions than you had at the start of the film before you watched it. But it's one of my recommended watches, and it was made by Darren Aronofsky, who is a prominent filmmaker today, and yeah, I first heard about this movie through a friend of mine who had told me about it, and then I read it in a newspaper article on films, and they were explaining a little bit about, they're making this weird movie called Mother, so you have to see it. But yeah, it's one I would look at, and Aronofsky also directed The Black Swan with Natalie Portman, which was very dark and very well acted as well. So yeah, check out Mother as well when you can. The third movie, dealing with mothers, is appropriately called Mother's Day. And the director of this one did Saw 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, and yeah, it's basically a story about a robbery gone wrong. Three brothers, they're heading for home and discover that their mother has lost the house in a foreclosure. So the new owner and the guests, they're having a birthday party, and then they become the hostages of the brothers that were actually thrown out of the home, and then they get the mother involved, and it's like a hostage situation. And it can be very brutal, and there is some disturbing content. And a lot of times when I see a movie that has disturbing content, I'm usually very tentative when I watch it. And of course, they say there's gory scenes in it as well. So if you want gore, disturbing content, and brutality and violence, then this could be a movie that you'd be interested in. And I've never seen it myself. I've just heard about it. But it's one that I've had for a while, but I eventually want to take a look at it and see what I think. But yeah, it from what I heard, it has a lot of intensity. And if you like your movies intense, then this is one for you. Finally, there's another movie, believe it or not, called Mother. And it was from the Asylum Studios. Now, the Asylum Studios were famous for the Sharknado movies. Anybody ever seen those? If not, and you wouldn't know what I was talking about. If you have, then Sharknado was the movie about the sharks and the tornado and all that. But anyway, Daryl Hannah stars in this movie called Mother. And it's a daughter who's at college, and her life just gets totally thrown out of turmoil because there's online photos and stuff that are posted online basically to discredit her and humiliate her. And then when she learns that her life is in danger, the mother, played by Daryl Hannah, steps into the situation, and let's just say she becomes the overprotective mother. And she does everything she can to protect her daughter and save her daughter, even the possibility of murder. So yeah, if you like movies of a lower budget, and this was a lower budget, but sometimes lower budget can be better, right? Right. So check out the movie Mother. Daryl Hannah's mother, that is. Don't confuse it with the one that I just talked about with Jennifer Lawrence. But you could really get to like this one. I found that when I watch a movie like that, I get very surprised because it's like, oh, that movie's going to be crap. And then you watch it and it's like, oh, it was great. This is fantastic. So sometimes it's all in the matter of the viewer. It's the perspective of the viewer, and form your own opinion. I always say, careful, listen. Critics can know things to a degree, but at the same time, I prefer just to watch a movie and form my own opinion. So my opinion personally is, take a look at Mother, see if you can find it in the stores, and buy it. So that was our little look on mothers. And again, thank you for listening. We hope that you liked the video, and leave a comment at the bottom, because that's always important. I always like to hear the little comments, either good or bad. Hopefully good, because I like to keep doing this for as long as I can. And this is Paul Westbrook reminding you that I'll be seeing you at the movies.